Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenge of Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about what it means to be a Libra Ascendant. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, links to those will be down in the description box and the comments below. Alright, so when looking at this, it's like we're looking at your chart as if there are no planets. We're just looking at the signs through each house. So, let's get into this, Libra. Now, Libra, the original sign of the 7th house, is now in the 1st house. So, what can we say about this? Your life becomes all about relationships, marriage, business, and other people out in the world, the masses. So Libra Ascendant people can definitely get fame with this. You can definitely see that. Now, I'm not saying every Libra Ascendant person will obtain fame, but that can definitely, become a big part of your life. Because 10th house from the 10th house is the original 7th house. It's a higher form of fame. Now, your life becomes all about these relationships with other people. But Libra's the scales. And the scales are always unbalanced. So you're always struggling to balance out your life, to make everything that even keel. That's a constant struggle that you have to manage throughout your life. So this can show, unbalanced emotions, issues balancing your health, because it's in the 1st house of health. But yeah. Also, as a Libra Ascendant person, depending on the constellation in the 1st house, you could see there can be almost like bipolar, always split thoughts. You can also see memory issues as a Libra Ascendant person. Yeah. But Libra Ascendant people can be very creative, very independent, very good at business and finances. But now let's talk about your other houses. So Scorpio is your 2nd house. So one thing this shows is sudden ups and downs in your finances. But there can also be a lot of hidden wealth, like within the family. Like you might not even know it, and your family has a millionaire in it. But there can also be psychological issues tied to the family, tied to finances even. There could be a major transformation of your finances and within your family at some point. You could have a lot of secrets that you keep with your family that are only spoken of between you and your family members. Also, Scorpio is a sign of inheritance. It's now in the 2nd house of earnings. So definitely a Libra Ascendant person tends to earn an inheritance. Also, 2nd house is value. So you really value secrets. You value the occult. You also might really value your in-laws, because Scorpio is the original sign of the 8th house of in-laws. One thing you could see with this is your in-laws could even be close with your family as a Libra Ascendant person. Now, your 3rd house becomes Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius is the original sign ruled by Jupiter. This shows your younger sibling would be very intelligent. But younger sibling might also live far from you. Your communication would carry a lot of wisdom, because Jupiter originally rules Sagittarius. It's a very intelligent and wise zodiac sign, wise planet. So Libra Ascendant people can have a lot of wisdom, but their communication can carry a lot of philosophical, religious, and like legal subjects. You could want to talk about those things. Talk about them on social media. This is the third house of social media. Also, writing and publishing can be very significant for a Libra Ascendant person, because now the original sign of the ninth house, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, sign of the ninth house of publishing, is now in the third house of writing. So definitely there can be a lot of significance with writing and publishing. Also, there can be a travel bug for a Libra Ascendant person with this. Wanting to travel to, close places, far off places, but wanting to travel often. Now your fourth house becomes Capricorn. So one thing you can see as a Libra Ascendant person is your career could be tied to the home. Could be tied to your mother. Could be tied to land, real estate, vehicles. Now, especially with it being tied to the home, once again, Libra is all about business. So a lot of people who do business do it from home. So your career could be tied to the home. You could work with your mother, like I said. Also, all that travel, your career could be tied to vehicles. You could be like a long-haul trucker with this or something like that. You could find a lot of status in your homeland as a Libra Ascendant person, because Capricorn's a sign of status. It's now in the fourth house of homeland. Now, your fifth house is Aquarius. So, what you'll see with this is your children, especially your first child, will be very eccentric. One minute very conservative, the next very liberal, but would have very futuristic thinking. Also, children help fulfill your hopes, wishes, and desires. You could gain a lot through speculative business. Once again, this is the 11th house of gain from the 7th house of business. And now Aquarius, the sign of gain and hope, wishes, and desires, is in the 11th house from the 7th. So definitely there can be major gains through business here. But at one point, you will see a break in your education. There could be some issue with your education where you're not able to complete it. Or maybe you have a break from one education and then you go for a different, degree. But yeah. Now, your sixth house is Pisces. So, one thing you can see as a Libra Ascendant person is your maternal aunts and uncles could live in foreign lands. You could have losses on account of them too, financially or otherwise. You could have foreign enemies as a Libra Ascendant person, because Pisces is a sign of foreign people. You could have health issues tied to your feet. Pisces is a sign of feet. It's now in the 6th house of health issues. All that travel and your feet get worn out. But one thing that's really good about this is the sign of loss is now in the 6th house of debt. So, your debt tends to go away. You're very good at dealing with your debt. Your enemies often go away on their own. You usually don't have to deal with your enemies. You may have foreign enemies, but at the same time, they just kind of go into oblivion. But yeah. You could also have health issues when you travel to foreign places. That's one thing you could see with this too. Now, but also, your health issues can go away as well. That loss of health issues. Now, your 7th house becomes Aries. Aries is a sign of self, the physical body. So one thing you'll see is you want a partner who's like you. And marriage and relationships make you feel more self-fulfillment. As counterintuitive as that may sound. Also, your partner could be very physically fit, very health conscious, very active. Now, your 8th house. 8th house becomes Taurus. So, 8th house is sun ups and downs, transformation. Once again, there could be sun ups and downs of transformation with your family. Because Taurus is the original sign of the 2nd house of family. Also, with joint finances, there can be sun ups and downs, transformation tied to your earnings and, tied to your joint finances. Because Scorpio's in the 2nd house, and now Taurus is in the 8th house. They flip places. And once again, involvement of your in-laws with your family and your family with your in-laws could be very significant. Also, you can make a lot of, there could be dealings with other people's money. Because Scorpio is the original sign of other people's money. It's now in the 2nd house of your earnings and savings. But now, Taurus, the original sign of your earnings and savings, is in the 8th house of other people's money. Also, Taurus is the original sign of value. So you could really value secrecy, transformation, the occult, research, your in-laws. But yeah. And once again, that major transformation with your earnings and with your family definitely takes place for a Libra Ascendant. Now, your 9th house becomes Gemini. So, one thing you could see with this is you could actually have 2 father figures. Like, you could have a biological father and a stepfather with this as a Libra Ascendant person. Or you could, just have 2 father figures. Also, your father could have karmic issues, negative karmic issues with their own father, with your grandfather, your paternal grandfather. Sorry to make that confusing. But father could have a lot of emotional ups and downs, anger issues. But there would be a lot of communication between you and your father. Father would be very youthful. Also, your younger sibling and your father may be very close. Because Sagittarius, the original sign of the 9th house of father, is now in the 3rd house of younger sibling. And Gemini, the original sign of the younger sibling, is now in the 9th house of father. And once again, that writing and publishing becomes very significant for a Libra Ascendant person here. And that travel bug. But you can also see that there could be, once again, 2 different, education that takes place for you. 2 different degrees. Or 2 different, areas of education that you go into. Yeah. Also, you could have very futuristic thinking when it comes to philosophy, the law, religion. But yeah. Also, your younger sibling would bring you a lot of luck as a Libra Ascendant person. Now, your 10th house becomes Cancer. So, Cancer is the original sign of the 4th house of Mother. So once again, you could work with your mother as a Libra Ascendant person. Cancer is the original sign of the 4th house of home. So once again, working from home could be there. Working with vehicles too. Land, real estate. So you could be a real estate agent as a Libra Ascendant person. But also, Cancer is a sign of local government. Capricorn's a sign of federal government or national government. With these exchanging places like this, definitely there could be a government career for a Libra Ascendant person. You can definitely attain some form of status in your homeland. Because Capricorn's in your 4th house. Capricorn's status is now in the 4th house of homeland. And now, Cancer is in your 10th house. Cancer is your homeland, and now it's in the house of status. Your emotional connection is tied to your career. It's tied to your status. You could also have a strong emotional connection with your boss, with your workplace. Now, your 11th house becomes Leo. So once again, 11th house is hopes, wishes, and desires. Now Leo sits there. Leo is the original sign of the 5th house of children. So children can help fulfill your hopes, wishes, and desires. You could gain a lot through your children. You could treat your friends like your children. Because now the 11th sign of friends, Aquarius, is in the 5th house of children. And now Leo, the original sign of children's, in your 11th house of friends. Your friends and your elder sibling could be very creative. Could be very regal. Could have high status. Also, you could be involved in some large political organization or large creative organization. Now, also, once again, the speculative gain. That could be through business, stock market, gambling. You definitely see that once again with Leo and Aquarius exchanging places. Now your 12th house becomes Virgo. So once again, we see that loss of debt. And we also see those health issues coming in through foreign travels. Health issues through addictions could be there too. With Virgo and Pisces exchanging places between the 6th and the 12th house. Once again, we see those enemies going away. Sounds like I'm repeating myself a lot here, but it's because the signs are literally in their opposite places for a Libra Ascendant person. Health issues can send you to the hospital if you're not careful, because now Virgo is in the 12th house of hospitals. There's one good thing about this, though. 12th house is jails, prison. Now, Virgo, original sign of the 6th house of enemies, is in the 12th house of jails and prisons. So your enemies can go to jail and prison. There you go, Libra. Oh, gosh. Alright, that's what I have for you, Libra. If you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. If you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, the links to those will be in the description box in the comments below. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.